First of all, my Nepal visit has been very, very good. I've really enjoyed my almost 3 days here. The hospitality has been wonderful. I'm really impressed with what I've seen, both around the city and also relating to cricket. So we've had a very productive few days in meetings, in site visits, in meetings with officials, the Secretary of the Sports Council, the Sports Minister and the Prime Minister. So I think I will, in answer to your second question, go away with some very positive impressions of cricket in Nepal, the future of cricket, the progress that's being made and the progress that obviously is going to be made. So I'm pleased to say that I can go back to the ICC, as I say, with a very favourable set of reports, which will both be for the benefit of the Cricket Association of Nepal, but also for the benefit of the ICC. The ICC is looking to grow the game globally. We're looking at both regions and members that will help support that growth, and quite clearly this country and this organisation falls into that category. They're an obvious place for the ICC to provide support to help to continue to grow the game. I think the most important message that came out of the meeting with the Prime Minister, and it was probably reiterated in the meeting with the Sports Minister as well, is that we are all aligned around developing cricket within the country. If we can continue to collaborate and cooperate with each other, and that's really across all the organisations that are interested in cricket. Obviously, first and foremost, the Cricket Association of Nepal, the ICC, the Sports Council and the Government Ministry. So the Prime Minister very much supported that view. He sees the both relevance and importance of cricket and what it can do for this country, not just for the national team, not just for the stadium, but I think for youth, for girls, for boys, for children at school, as a base to help them in terms of healthy outdoor pursuits and to develop a love of sport. That will feed up through the clubs and the regions, which obviously provides high performance pathways to national teams. So we're all agreed on where we're heading, what needs to be done, and I think that generally there was a commitment today out of the discussions to continue to grow that journey. If the cricket program in Nepal is going to continue and going to grow, then obviously there needs to be some investment into infrastructure. That infrastructure needs to develop. If you're going to attract international tournaments, ICC tournaments, and if you're going to attract the top playing teams in bilateral cricket. So I think everyone understands that. There's fairly simple things that the ICC would require in terms of minimum standards to be met. They relate to things like lights, practice facilities, high performance areas, player management and official areas, media and broadcast facilities. So there's some work to be done on the stadia infrastructure to get it to that level. That's no secret. We're all aware of it. It's been talked about for a while. But it was good to come here. I saw some cricket being played at the University grounds yesterday. Obviously, there's been a lot of cricket, and it's a happy ground for the Nepal team. But if we're going to move to the next level, and as I say, hosting the larger events and attracting international teams, then there's a bit of work to be done. Yeah, well, I think that if I've understood the question properly, there's no reason that Nepal can't be a host for international events. You're developing not just one stadium or venue, but others. I didn't have the opportunity or the pleasure of being able to go further out in the country, but I understand that there's development taking place across other venues. So I've no doubt that Nepal, with a bit of time, will be in a position to host international events. In terms of neutral venues, I'm not quite sure what you're asking, but I would hope that Nepal will have a fairly healthy program and be able to invite and host international teams in its own right. But yeah, as I said in my first response, little bit of work to be done around infrastructure development, but the plan's in place and everyone knows what needs to be done. The ICC, did you ask when the ICC is admitting new full members after the 22nd World Cup?
Yeah, that's what he asked.
Right. I don't know the answer to that question, sorry. In all seriousness, the ICC has a membership criteria. Any emerging country is entitled to make application if they feel that they meet their criteria. So it's not a case of the ICC deciding that they're going to admit more members into full membership and give them test playing status. It's really up to the individual members to prepare themselves in terms of the application that they might make to ensure that it complies with the ICC's criteria. If it does, then just like Afghanistan, just like Ireland of recent times, they will be made up as full members. So I guess the message out of that would be that any member that thinks that they have the necessary qualifications, that they've prepared themselves and are able to fulfil full membership criteria, should be getting ready to make an application. The board and the management team have make me feel welcome, to show me around, to give me a very transparent and candid view of what they're doing in cricket, what their plans and aspirations are. I know that their aspirations are to become first and foremost the leading emerging country. I have no doubt that they have the ability to do that. I wish them all the very best. I think it's been a great amount of progress made in recent times, and I wish them all the very, very best in terms of the continuation of their journey. So thank you, and as I say, all the best.
Nepalkhabar.com